This is Salt Lake City, circa 1929. This is a bayonet from World War II. This is a Bronze Star. This is a Purple Heart. This is Minnie. This is a brown box. These are packing peanuts. This is Ernie. This is Chuck. This is a film about Ernie and Chuck. Ernie Wilson was born in Salt Lake City, December of 1920. It was an unusually warm day. Slight breeze, blue sky. A little over 3 years later, he was followed by his brother Charles.
They call me Chuck. They call me Schmuck.
Ernie and Chuck were two peas and a, well, you know. The younger years were tough. It was, after all, the Great Depression. And to make matters worse, their father, Sam, died, leaving just the boys and their mother, Minnie Wilson.
On Saturdays, my mother used to try to give us each a dime so that we could go to the movie. Well, some Saturdays, we didn't even have a dime. But if someone came on the door and needed some money, there was always a dime for a stranger. She said, "You've got to realize that there's always somebody worse off than you."
The boys worked hard, did well in school, behaved themselves, well, mostly, and participated in all the extracurricular activities of the time. Ernie and Chuck had a paper route. It was their first business venture together, and it gave them great purpose.
But my brother was really something. He had a paper route. He delivered furs at night for a furrier, and all day Saturday he worked in Cresses, washing dishes, and still going to high school full time.
The boys were able to scrape together enough money to help Minnie and even eat a few burgers downtown.
If everything was good, I would buy him and myself a small hamburger for 5 cents. But if we really were good, we could get the big hamburger for a dime.
The brothers grew up. They took care of Mom. Mom took care of them. They learned about the value of hard work, charity, self-discipline, being active in the community, and then World War II. And off they went. Air Force for Ernie, Army for Chuck.
Listen, when people are shooting at you, you can dig a foxhole damn quickly.
The brothers' play-to-win attitude served them well in the military, even when it seemed as though winning was a long shot.
When I was hit by that shrapnel which hit the button and drove into me, if it missed that button, I wouldn't be here today.
Before receiving medical care for himself, Chuck went on to save a few of his own men. The Army awarded him the Bronze Star, and later, the Purple Heart. Meanwhile, Ernie went on to the Navy. That's right, Big Brother earned wings in both the Air Force and the Navy. Jesus, is there anything these brothers can't do?
The Second World War at last is over.
My brother met me at the train station, says hi, and we're thrilled, and he hands me a business card, and he says, "Chuck, we're in business, Ernest Paper Company." And I looked at it and said, "Wow, how many people work for us?" And he says, "You and me."
Always the elder, Ernie insisted that his little brother continue his education while working for Ernest Paper Products, even while sacrificing his own scholarship.
Well, my brother, you know, had a full scholarship at the University of Utah.
Due to his ailing mother, Ernest passed up college and hunkered down, taking care of Mom, the house, and of course, the small business.
Well, Ernie was a very bright man and understood business very well. And he realized that in order to grow, you had to anticipate many problems, and he had the ability to do that.
But it wasn't all work and no play for the boys. And if the 40s had any swing left, the brothers had it in spades.
I loved to dance, and we would go dancing on the pier. Some of the finest orchestras were there, too. Jimmy Dorsey, Tommy Dorsey, and even Benny Goodman came out. So when you name it, they were there. I can tell you we filled a few dance cards.
After graduating USC in '44, Chuck joined his brother full-time with an occasional break to, you guessed it, go back to school. Chuck earned his law degree, too. Good gosh, how many feathers can one man wear? So anyway, the brothers grew the business, not just selling packaging materials, but packaging solutions. You name it, the brothers could put a package around it. Jeeps, steak, fragiles, nail polish, military stuff, pharmaceuticals. Wait, human tissue? Even art, like this painting of Chuck's family that he commissioned in '72. Since the very beginning, Ernie and Chuck have given to the communities they serve.
If you can help someone, it's the best thing in the world.
Some of the words employees have used to describe the brothers are considerate, compassionate, loving, attentive, appreciative, down-to-earth, charming, and of course, handsome. In 2008, Ernest Paper Products changed its name to Ernest Packaging Solutions, and today, Chuck's son Tim is president, and Chuck is chairman and CEO.
Ernest Packaging Solutions is a family-owned company built on a set of values.
Values like small things matter, integrity always, demand innovation, passion with a purpose, and play to win.
Those values come from my father and my Uncle Ernie. And to me, they're a part of the legacy that they leave behind. So Dad, Uncle Ernie, thank you.